So let's talk about vocal microphones. Now, as I talked about earlier in my little rant about wireless equipment, we first have to determine whether or not the wireless mic is the absolute best thing that you need in your stage. Now, of course, there's a little bit of a song and dance between the production side of things and the band side of things. I really view being in production as being part of the band. We need to be and work together in a cohesive unit. So communication as to why or whether or not something has to need to be stationary versus wireless is very key. Maybe it's important for the singers to be mobile and to roam around the stage a little bit. Maybe that's intricate to part of the act. Maybe there's dancing involved and that's just a non-negotiable. There can't be wires jumbled up into everything. So should you get into the wireless mic at the front of your stage, there's a few techniques that, again, will help in communication between the on-stage and off-stage to get the best results that you're looking for. Because there's a few do's and don'ts when miking. So rather than talking about what type of mic to use, I feel that what would be most helpful is talk about the different techniques and how to sing into a microphone well. I've seen a few very poor techniques over the years, one of them being kind of the old hand down by the belly, which doesn't work. If you're miking vocalists in a stage, I'm assuming there's going to be stage volume with drum kits, potential guitar amplifiers, and general PA in the room, your vocalist has to sing into the microphone. I usually suggest with wireless mics that they do not grip the mic over the wireless end unit, as this is the signal is attempting to transmit out the bottom and can cause potential RF dropouts. And as well as just general looks, I don't like, obviously, the two-handed grab, but I do suggest that a singer sings directly into the mic at all times. Now, there is something to be said about very dynamic singers who can kind of mix off the mic on really loud notes. But again, it's a bit of an ebb and flow between production and band to say, hey, is this really working? Are we getting the sounds we want? For most of the time, I'm going to suggest that a singer sings directly into the mic or almost at times almost touching the mic. Now again, similar to other instruments, sound in general, when a mic gets really close to the source, you're going to have a really high buildup of low end. So if you find that your vocalist is sounding boomy or has too much low end on it, it could be because they are eating the mic a little too closely. And at that, I'd suggest that they do move the mic back at least a couple inches or maybe even use your fingers as a reference for how far away to sing into the mic. As always, a stand can help if you're guitarist or if you are playing guitar or you have a lead singer who has an instrument with their hands occupied, and can also help levelize that no awkward mic placements happen by having a stationary place. At the end of the day, we got to work with our bands to find the great vocal sound. There's not one mic that fits all two. And I'm sorry that that's probably a bit of a blow. If you're looking for a name brand and a quality of a mic that's going to sound amazing on everyone, that's not going to happen. I often find that between even our worship leaders here at church, that different mics work better with different singers. And you just got to kind of try some out. Maybe you can go to a local store and demo some to find the best for your singer. So I hope this was helpful for you, discovering the different types of microphones and where maybe some of their intended uses could be in a live application. Again, there's not a lot of rules that you can take to the bank, but I really just encourage you to experiment in your situation and see what works best for your environment. Different rooms sound different PAs sound different, and different vocalists sing differently, and different bands sound different. So try it out and see how it works out for you. At least I hope today it gets you headed in the right direction and asking some of the right questions along the way. Thanks a lot for tuning in.